Yes, hello, this is Curtis Nelson, and this is my summary report for the homework assignment for usability test of the barnplayhouse.org website. And this is for TCC 6490 usability. What we're talking about today is our evaluation of the Barn Playhouse website. We did 2 rounds of testing on this, and that's one of the other things we're going to discuss today. We did a moderated test and unmoderated test using 3 individuals for each of the tests. The moderated test, 3 people, 3 people that had different levels of internet usage. A casual user, I say an occasional user, a kind of a mid-level user that mostly uses his computer at work, and then a heavy user, somebody that uses social media quite a bit and uses their computer for just about everything, for work, of course, shopping, surfing, you name it. So what we ended up with, like I said, we had 3 people. I ended up doing one of those as a remote usability test, where basically I had somebody else work the camera, and we did a FaceTime link and did that one. And then I had 2 actual on-site testings. The unmoderated testing was done by the Try My UI website, where they recruited the testers, provided them. I simply provided the questions and the directions, and they did those tests with their own equipment at home with the software of the website. So it was definitely kind of two different angles on it. There was also some differences between those 2 groups, as in the group that I worked with locally here was an older group. Average age, I think, was about 58. Whereas my unmoderated group was basically the average age was 28. So kind of 2 really different groups looked at the website, and it was really strange that they pretty much came up with the same things. My moderated group really didn't have any issues with the testing, but they did see the site as being outdated also. The only person that didn't really have any mention of the site being outdated, or we didn't see it that way, was my occasional user. He was the oldest person in the group. Like I say, doesn't use the internet very often, and he didn't see that. My other 2 users in the moderated group, as well as my unmoderated group, really picked up on the design of the website, thought it was really old. They saw the website from being anywhere from 5 years old to 15. So that was interesting. The other problems that we had with the site were the pay links. A couple of my older people noticed that the links were really hard to see and hard to tell what the site is for a theater. Really hard to tell which shows that the pay links went with. All of my testers had problems finding the directions to the site. This is something that I noticed when I was setting up the questions, and I was going to see if it was just me or other people, the other people that took the test, were they going to have the same problem? And indeed they did. That was one of the major issues with the site, that the directions were listed under the patrons link, not under the contact us, not right there on the home page. So that was really out of place. In my unmoderated group, they picked up on that really quick. The unmoderated group had a what they call an impression test to start theirs, or what they thought the site was. So they did pick up really quickly that it was a theater site. So page recognition wasn't a problem. Finding most of the information wasn't a problem. The biggest problem was the site is outdated. It's a little too wordy. Not enough images on the site, and of course the issue that we had with the directions, which is something that if somebody's going to go see a show, there is a major issue with the site. So basically our recommendations were to fix the directions and basically just update the site, update the links, update the look, update the pictures, and that should definitely help in the usability of the site. So specifically, or basically, it was a really good experience. Um, I learned quite a bit. I still think I have some specificity issues with my questioning. But other than that, great test. Once again, this is my summary video for homework assignment 4, the usability test for the barn at the playhouse.org site. And thank you for your time.